mind a lot. Don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You like my oxygen. Make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in. From the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Breakfast with Bob at Super League Malibu. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by Master Spas, as fuels go longer, HOKA Let's Fly, deboer wetsuits, Form Smart Swim goggles, Zoot Sports, the original triathlon brand, Quintana Roo, Premium Plus Sports, and of course our Challenged Athletes Foundation. Our next guest, seriously one of the most interesting guys in our sport, Mr. Leo Bergere, joins us. How you doing, Leo?
Yeah, good. Nice to see you again, Bob.
A pleasure. And you know what? We were just talking about Pontevedra. What a race. I mean, first, second, third, you were fourth, and we're talking photo finish, it looks like.
Yeah.
First, second, third.
I mean, I just blew up in the sprint finish, but right here until the end with like in the mix for the victory. But still have a lot of work to do to improve on these sprints.
But France, top 5, 3.
Yeah, yeah. There is like a good level in the past few years.
Yes.
But this year was quite something. It's tough battle for Olympic selection in our country. We had pretty hard criteria to.
What is the criteria for you guys?
We had to podium in Paris test event.
At the World Champs? I mean, at the test event.
Yeah,
in
test
Paris,
event,
yes. Or
top 8 at the test event and podium in the grand final. So I just missed the criteria for one spot in the grand final.
Yes.
But so I would have preferred to go on holidays with my my Olympic qualification in the pocket. But I'm still quite confident. Yeah.
You're still the leader in terms of.
I mean, there is not quite.
You wouldn't consider anybody a leader at this point.
Yeah, no, we have like a really strong group.
Yes.
And nobody is above another. We have also Vincent Lewis.
Yes.
Who had a tough season injured, and he will be back next year. And so we have like 4 to 5 French, really strong athletes who can like be in the mix for the victory. So we are trying to organize something, to make that group works really well and work together to.
Will you guys train together?
Sometimes I train a little bit with Pierre Lecor in the summer in Font-Romeu, and I used to train for 5 years with Dorian Konings.
Yes.
And sometimes I'm going to Vince's place in Girona to train with him. So we have really good connections.
Right.
And I think it's our strength to just not, fight against each other, but try to help the group.
Right.
And to have better results as a group,
Steel sharpens steel. When you train together, you make each other better.
Yeah, if you have good mentality and like clean mentality,
Yes.
You don't try to you try to be good with each other's.
Right.
Then you will have a lot more in race day.
Exactly. Then also you've done 270.3 races. You won both of them, Lanzarote and Oceanside.
Yeah.
So obviously moving forward after next year, will you stay on for LA? Will you step up the longer distance?
Yeah, I would like to be done with all my like career goals in short course triathlon.
Yes.
Before moving to long distance, but definitely when I'm watching like the World Champion Nice with Sam, with Leon, Clément Mignon,
yes.
Arthur, like all these guys are so inspiring, and I just want to be part of this French wave again.
Well, and think about it, in 2 years you'll be back in Nice for the men.
Yeah. No, so I will have to just sit on after Paris, and ask myself if I'm done with all my dreams in
Right.
short course triathlon, and if I can move on to long distance. I can't say right now.
It's too early.
Yeah,
You got plenty of time.
Yeah,
You're a young
I know.
guy. You can,
I have a lot of work to do right now. So
so talk about growing up, because you're born in France. Your mom got a job teaching in the jungles of New Caledonia, and you're ages 7 to 10 living
Yeah.
in New Caledonia. That had to be a little bit of a shock to your system.
I wouldn't say like a shock, but the shock was really when I came back to France after
After living in New
living
Caledonia.
in New Caledonia in the tribe, you know. I learned so many things about like human value, you know,
Yes.
like sharing
Yes.
with the others, respecting the nature,
Right.
and the love, like my love of nature
That
comes
from that time.
from how my parents taught me how to live and
Right.
how to love our playground. you know.
Yes. And you're living in a country like that, obviously you're climbing trees, you're doing
Yeah, coconut trees,
Yes.
fishing, like doing windsurf, breakdancing.
You
like,
do everything, right?
Yeah. It was like incredible for any children
Yes.
who can have this kind of experience. I'm so thankful to have had this opportunity.
Sometimes when you live in a situation like that, you learn to appreciate things, because there's a lot of folks who don't have a lot.
Yeah, true. And you can also see so many people, like not only in New Caledonia but everywhere, who are not super rich, but richness is sometimes in the inside,
Yes.
and in how you are happy with what you have.
Right.
And if I have to talk about me, I'm pretty happy with like the people around me. With how lucky I am to do my dream job.
This
You
is
know.
a dream job, isn't
So
it?
sometimes you just have to sit back and appreciate your situation and
Yes.
the good people around you. It's really important.
And you have good people around you.
Yeah,
That's all that
definitely.
matters. Yeah. So when you, like you said, you come moving back was a little bit of a culture shock.
Yeah, you come back to like
So
Yeah.
fast paced.
yeah. I mean, I didn't grow up in a big city anyway,
Right.
so it was still like quite slow.
Okay. Okay.
But
But not as slow as New Caledonia.
You know, I could in New Caledonia I could be out of home for 3 days in a row without my parents didn't know where I was, but I was in the tribe, so it was okay. It's not possible to do that in France.
So when you say with the tribe, how many kids would you be with, and what would the kids be doing?
So we are going to school quite early in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the same in Australia, for example.
Yeah.
You wake up early, and you go to sleep early as well.
Yes.
So go to school in the morning until maybe 3,
Yes.
and then go straight to the ocean.
Just go play.
Go play. Go windsurfing.
So nothing really organized. Just go play.
Yeah.
It's not like organized
Yeah.
sport. It's just
No. It wasn't about competition.
Yes.
It was more about
The love.
like enjoying the outside.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so you did 5 years of gymnastics and cycling, and you didn't find triathlon until you were 15.
Yeah, that's right. And after a bit, I think I always had a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
So my parents had to find something
To keep you
to
busy.
keep me busy, to keep me quiet.
Yeah.
So at one point I had to choose between gymnastics, cycling, and triathlon.
Yes.
And triathlon was a big thing. You know, I was really enjoying
Yes.
seeing that I was improving in
Mhm.
each disciplines, and working hard to improve was something that made me love this sport,
Yes.
and still now.
Still love it.
Yeah.
You started World Cup racing in 2016. and got podium. So you were at the Junior Worlds in 2015
Yeah,
in
in Chicago. Yeah,
I was there.
Yeah, when it was a duathlon.
It became a duathlon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of a storm.
Oh.
And yeah, actually, that's one of my biggest regrets. This race.
Yes.
Because I was still young and wild, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just went for it with 1K to go, and then 200 meters from the line, I just
had nothing left.
I had to walk, you know, literally, and so I came third, but yeah.
But you learn from that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not disappointed because
no, you have to go
all
for it.
These races are so important
Yes.
for your development.
Absolutely.
So
You've got to find out what the limit is, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know it unless you go for it.
Yeah, it's true.
And you went for it when you were very young.
Yeah.
That says something. 'Cause a lot of people.
You don't race with the brain, but with the heart. You just listen to your heart and go full gas.
We see so many people over the years who sit back,
Yeah.
and then they get into the run and run their way up to 8th or 10th, and we're like, oh, next time.
Yeah.
And they do the same thing next time.
Yeah.
They're always afraid to put their nose in it and go for it. You weren't. You weren't afraid of the moment.
No, and I'm still not quite afraid, but right now, as an elite, we are always more calculating the risks and the effort.
Risk reward. Yeah.
So
love that.
it's good sometimes to find back this wildness, you know, that you need also to win races.
Yes. So you were in Chicago. France won the world champs in the mixed relay in 2019 and 2020. Then in the Olympics, you guys did you get bronze?
Yeah. So I wasn't selected in the
What?
the relay. Yeah. There was two better guys at this time, and so I had to watch the race from the side. And
yes.
Yeah, I had a tough experience in Tokyo.
Okay.
In the Olympics, and I would say that's the experience that made me really learn so much and improve so much after this
after Tokyo.
Yeah, after this experience.
So you were disappointed after the Tokyo race.
Yeah, but that was my fire, you know.
Right.
That kept me so motivated for months after that.
Yes.
And I really wanted to be at the, not be in this situation anymore. And that's.
So what happened? Did you blow up?
I trained a little bit too hard.
Much?
Yeah, too much. And I was so tired.
You just
on
flat
the race.
on race day.
Yeah, and I was so angry to be in this state of shape.
Yes.
Because I worked so hard for this
right.
event. And when you work so hard, everybody is working really hard, but I've never worked so hard in my entire life and be so disappointed on race day. So yeah, I have a different approach right now, and
that approach is
listening a little bit more to my body.
Yes.
And maybe I know a little bit better myself right now as well. So
very cool. Yeah, that was really, really cool. When the Olympics comes to a country, and I was just talking to Johnny Brownlee, and the amount of pressure he and Alistair felt in 2012, when they're watching, they're sitting on the couch that morning, and there's all the reporters are going, well, the Brownlees will be taking medals today, so come on out and watch. They felt joy, but the relief of don't screw this up.
Yeah.
Is there a pressure on all you guys?
Yeah, it must be adding a lot of pressure. But the biggest pressure, it's we are putting ourselves quite a bit of pressure as well.
Right.
So you have to learn how to manage this pressure.
Right.
And I'm sure Johnny and Alistair had so much pressure on race day in London, and we will have in Paris, especially with these big results we had this year.
Yes.
But I'm trying to keep in mind that we are not the only one able to have medals
Right.
in Paris, and we'll have to be at full potential, and full abilities. Stay calm and not add this kind of pressure to ourselves. So we'll have to work on it, I think.
So 2022 World Tri Championship, Abu Dhabi. Everybody's talking Hayden Wild. Everybody's talking, right, Alex Yee. It's going to be between the two of those guys to win the series.
Yeah.
And somebody sort of screwed things up.
Yeah, I had another idea. So
you end up, because basically it's those two guys, and oh, by the way, you got away on a bike, and it was your first World Series win?
Yeah.
First World Series win, and you won the season title by not much.
Yeah, it was really tiny.
Like a few seconds.
Yeah. But I was in a position where I had nothing to lose,
No.
except like a bronze medal at
Yes.
the World Championship. But I had already a bronze medal 2 years before. So
You didn't
I
need
went
another one of
I
those.
went for it, and that's what I learned in the couple of past years.
Yes.
Is that to win you always have to take a little bit of risks,
Right.
and nobody is winning without taking risks.
Always have to take a risk.
On the run or on the bike, or
Right.
you always have to go for it, because everybody is really hungry for the title. So that was a good race.
Yeah, good race.
fun.
It was a classic race. Yes. So, but you also 2020 you had 7 World Series podiums.
Yeah.
That's a good year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Oh man, it's funny because I'm sure those two guys, they were watching each other during the race.
Yeah.
And then you sort of got away.
Yeah, so you know that in a grand final you can really change things,
Right.
change the ranking, because there is more points on the line.
Right.
So it's not always between two guys. We saw it again this year. Dorian won the title,
Yes.
being like 5th in the ranking before that final.
Yes.
So yeah,
Things can change quickly.
a lot.
So after this race, after Melbourne, and you've been doing Super League for a while.
I went in Toulouse to race Super League Toulouse,
Yes.
and I'm really glad that I could race Super League again, because I used to race 3 or 4 years ago.
I was going to say it was a while ago. Yeah.
A while ago, and that's in these races I learn so much, and I have a lot of opportunity to improve my swim.
Right.
Like my sprint finish, transitions. It's gold. These races are gold for an athlete.
Is there a format that you like better? I think you're doing the eliminator here.
Yeah, we are doing the eliminator. I really enjoyed the enduro.
Yes.
Enduro, because it's
longer.
For tough athletes.
Yes.
And if you get dropped, you can't go back, come back to the front so easily.
Right.
So, but we will have fun.
Yes.
this
And now do
weekend.
you like the fact that there's surf here?
Yeah. I love playing in the waves. I just don't love so much playing with the sharks. So
or the seals.
all the seals. But in Oceanside there were a lot of seals as well.
Yes, there are.
And they seemed that they wanted to play with us
Right.
during the swim. I had one.
Oh, in Oceanside.
Yeah, I had one just.
He came over to you.
And started to play
A little tag.
over me. I was like, yeah, you're a big animal, so
We'll let you go.
Yeah.
You go play with another seal.
yeah.
I don't really want to play with you.
Yeah, they were jumping around, and
They're big.
Yeah, they were like, why so many people at 6 a.m.
Yes.
are here today?
Let's go play with
Yeah.
everybody. I like that. When you jumped into your first triathlon or first long distance when you went to Lanzarote,
Yeah.
what were the learnings from that? Because that's a long day
Yeah,
when you're used to the shorter stuff.
yeah. I enjoyed so much already training for this race.
Yes.
Longer sessions, and I learned especially in Lanzarote, being so focused, for 4 hours.
Yes.
Focus in your effort, and I improved also my nutrition.
Yes.
That I could, all these kinds of improvements were good also for short distance,
They are,
like
yeah.
Olympic distance, and
Teaches you patience.
and
focus.
you become tougher,
nutrition.
So that's why I decided to come back to Oceanside this year.
And you won that one too.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
Long course stuff's pretty simple.
Yeah, not simple, but yeah. Especially when you have Jason West chasing you in the last
Oh
K.
man, that guy's fast.
Yeah.
It's funny because we were interviewing Jason West, and I'm like, Jason, the way you're running right now, you should go back and look at some of the World Championship Series events again.
That's what he's doing.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I think we
I'm
planted the
excited
seed.
to see how he goes. But I used to race with Jason in World Cups back in the 2018, I think, in Lausanne World Cup, and we did all the 10K together. So I remember this guy West, running with him, and
he's good.
Yeah,
it's good to have him back.
Yeah,
love it. Leo, thank you so much for
Thanks,
taking
Bob.
time. A pleasure. Good luck on Saturday.
Always. Thank you so much.
Leo Bergere has been our guest again. Breakfast with Bob from Super League Malibu. Hold on, we'll be right back.